The Magic Sword Part 2. In the middle of the night Xiao appeared to him again, and said, I have seen many men, but none with a steel-cold heart like yours. You are an upright man, and I will not attempt to deceive you. I, Xiao, whose family name is Nyat, died when only 18, and was buried alongside of this temple. A devil then took possession of me, and employed me to bewitch people by my beauty, contrary to my inclination. There is now nothing left in this temple to slay, and I fear that imps will be employed to kill you. Ning was very frightened at this, and asked her what he should do. Sleep in the same room with Mr. Yen, replied she. What? Asked he, cannot the spirits trouble Yen? He is a strange man, she answered, and they don't like going near him. Ning then inquired how the spirits worked. I bewitch people, said Xiao. And then they bore a hole in the foot which renders the victim senseless, and proceed to draw off the blood, which the devils drink. Another method is to tempt people by false gold, the bones of some horrid demon, and if they receive it, their hearts and livers will be torn out. Either method is used according to circumstances. Ning thanked her, and asked when he ought to be prepared, to which she replied, tomorrow night. At parting she wept, and said, I am about to sink into the great sea, with no friendly shore at hand. But your sense of duty is boundless, and you can save me. If you will collect my bones and bury them in some quiet spot, I shall not again be subject to these misfortunes. Ning said he would do so, and asked where she lay buried. At the foot of the aspen tree on which there is a bird's nest, replied she, and passing out of the door, disappeared. The next day Ning was afraid that Yen might be going away somewhere, and went over early to invite him across. Wine and food were produced towards noon, and Ning, who took care not to lose sight of Yen, then asked him to remain there for the night. Yen declined, on the ground that he liked being by himself, but Ning wouldn't hear any excuses, and carried all Yen's things to his own room, so that he had no alternative but to consent. However, he warned Ning, saying, I know you are a gentleman and a man of honor. If you see anything you don't quite understand, I pray you not to be too inquisitive, don't pry into my boxes, or it may be the worse for both of us. Ning promised to attend to what he said, and by and by they both lay down to sleep, and Yen, having placed his boxes on the window sill, was soon snoring loudly. Ning himself could not sleep, and after some time he saw a figure moving stealthily outside, at length approaching the window to peep through. Its eyes flashed like lightning, and Ning in a terrible fright was just upon the point of calling Yen, when something flew out of one of the boxes like a strip of white silk, and dashing against the windowsill returned at once to the box, disappearing very much like lightning. Yen heard the noise and got up, Ning all the time pretending to be asleep in order to watch what happened. The former then opened the box, and took out something which he smelt and examined by the light of the moon. It was dazzlingly white like crystal, and about 2 inches in length by the width of an onion leaf in breadth. He then wrapped it up carefully and put it back in the broken box, saying, a bold-faced devil that, to come so near my box, upon which he went back to bed, but Ning, who was lost in astonishment, arose and asked him what it all meant, telling at the same time what he himself had seen. As you and I are good friends, replied Yen, I won't make any secret of it. The fact is I am a Taoist priest. But for the window sill the devil would have been killed, as it is, he is badly wounded. Ning asked him what it was he had there wrapped up, and he told him it was his sword, on which he had smelt the presence of the devil. At Ning's request he produced the weapon, a bright little miniature of a sword, and from that time Ning held his friend in higher esteem than ever.